Live from Charlotte, this is WBTV News on your side.
Tonight, local venues losing big events and big money. At least one businessman says he's losing thousands upon thousands of dollars to South Carolina. Plus, will Charlotte lose the RNC? Tonight, President Donald Trump gives Governor Roy Cooper a deadline to make a decision. Eric, thank you. Tonight, some North Carolina businesses are off to the races, while others say they still feel stuck on the starting block waiting for a governor go-ahead. And that second category is where a local venue owner tells us he is stuck. Even worse, he says, is his would-be clients are taking their business across state lines. He spoke with our Giles tonight, who is live in Gastonia. And Alex, if we're talking about booking big events, we're talking about big money lost.
Yeah, Molly, that's exactly correct. Byron Sackett actually leases out space here at the Luray Mill building in Gastonia, a very, very large building, and he usually rents those spaces out for big gatherings or weddings. But because of this pandemic situation, he doesn't know when the next time he'll be able to rent those spaces out is, and that has him very frustrated. This beautiful, picturesque, wide open space has been just sitting empty. First it was days, then weeks, now it's been months since a big event was held here.
How frustrating has it been for you?
I am more than frustrated. I'm at the point where I just need answers.
And Byron Sackett has some big questions, like when will major events be allowed in here again? He's watched as other businesses across the state of North Carolina have opened up. Meanwhile, event venues are stuck in limbo.
We know that we can operate safely. We know that we can operate safe for the 95% of the businesses that have been open the entire time and the ones that have just come open in the past week.
Sackett says he feels he has more than enough space to spread out tables and chairs in order to hold a wedding or event with social distancing, and he's stocked up on masks and gloves that could be given to guests. But here are the current state guidelines. No restrictions on wedding ceremonies, but pre-wedding and post-wedding receptions are subject to mass gathering restrictions, aka no more than 10 people inside, no more than 25 outside.
We've got to look at it logically. If you can sit beside each other during a religious ceremony, what is the difference in a non-religious ceremony? Why can we not have that part of the reception at our venue?
Sackett says because of the uncertainty surrounding events in North Carolina, some of his clients have taken their events to South Carolina. Thousands of dollars gone that he won't get back.
From where we sit here today, there's venues less than a 30-minute drive. There's probably 12 venues that they can go to and have their wedding this weekend, and that's our competition.
Indoor facilities in South Carolina are under a 50% occupancy restriction. Social distancing is encouraged at weddings. Sackett wants clarification from Governor Cooper regarding when he'll be able to let people use this space in Gastonia again.
You explain to me why we cannot operate safely, and I will gladly shut my mouth and wait on you to open the venues. But unless you can do that, allow us to open.
He told me over just the last few months, there's probably been 30 to 40 big events that haven't happened. That's hundreds of thousands of dollars he may not be able to make up during what is their busiest time of the year. Reporting live in Gastonia, Giles, WBTV, on your side.
And Alex, reminder, Governor Cooper has said he's making all decisions based on state data, health numbers. And that's also playing a role in talk about the Republican National Convention. Will it happen in Charlotte in August? There are more questions about it tonight. Earlier this evening, President Donald Trump said North Carolina Governor Roy Cooper has 1 week to decide if Charlotte can host a full-scale Republican National Convention in August. This is after the president tweeted that he would pull the convention from Charlotte and North Carolina if Governor Cooper is still in a, quote, shutdown mode. But tonight, President Trump says he needs an answer soon.
But the people want it, and we'll have to see whether or not the governor. Now, he's a Democrat, and a lot of the Democrats, for political reasons, don't want to open up their states. So we'll see if that works, but I don't think it will. I'd love to have it in North Carolina. That was why I chose it, Charlotte. But we're going to see. We're going to see. And at the end, we need a fast decision from the governor. He's going to have to, because he's been acting very, very slowly and very suspiciously.
Just an hour before that, Governor Roy Cooper had responded publicly to President Trump's tweet, saying discussions are still happening with the RNC committee.
I'm really not surprised at anything that happens on Twitter during this COVID-19 pandemic. We're continuing our discussions with the RNC. They know that we're talking about a time that is 3 months from now, so we have to have options regarding how this convention is going to be run, depending on where we are with the virus in August.
North Carolina officials asked the RNC host committee for a written plan of what they plan to do to keep people safe. The state is asking for several different scenarios and plans to make sure all of the bases are covered. Now, we talked with local leaders last night to see if it was even feasible for the convention to not be in Charlotte with all the pre-planning. They told us millions of dollars were already invested here, and it can take years of planning to host a convention. But some other states tonight are throwing their hats in the ring just in case.
In terms of the RNC, Florida would love to have the RNC. Heck, I'm a Republican. It would be good for us to have the DNC in terms of the economic impact when you talk about major events like that.
The mayor of Jacksonville, Florida, and the governor of Georgia and a Republican official in Texas also said they would be happy to host the convention.